Recently, I tried to let Leicestershire Police know that there was a problem with one of their videos. That gentle effort didn't get anywhere, so here's a different tactic. This episode of Sexual Abuse, the questions you've never had the chance to ask, or never thought to ask in this case, is dedicated to Leicestershire Police. I've got 2 minutes to explain why their video is victim blaming. Your video is victim blaming because it says that when a victim has a bath or deletes texts, their actions effectively set their rapist free from prison. You place responsibility for justice solely and firmly in the hands of victims rather than the police. The rather self-serving message that a major reason why so many people fail to get justice is because victims don't do a good enough job of preserving physical evidence is victim blaming. I'm sorry that sex offenders do not seem to be too keen on committing their offences in front of witnesses or CCTV cameras, but please don't start blaming victims for that. Your video is a slap in the face to the many victims who would have reported their rape to the police but failed to get justice. Are you telling them that this was their fault? Not that we need to worry too much about that because you chose to start your video with a very graphic and violent rape scene that is so triggering many victims of sexual assault won't be able to watch it. You made a video for victims that victims can't watch. Can you see that that doesn't give a great impression of how well your force is able to understand the needs of victims? Some people will be very concerned to hear that a police force has used taxpayers' money to make a violent 18-rated video and they've put it on the internet where children are bound to find it, but I'm more concerned about a different audience, sex offenders. Yes, rapists will watch your video, especially as you've given them a nice violent rape scene to enjoy. And when they do watch it, they will get the reassuring message that rape really is that easy to get away with, all it takes is a bath, and you give them some tips on how to ensure their continued liberty. Don't forget to delete the text messages. Well done for helping sex offenders everywhere sleep more soundly at night. As if that wasn't bad enough, your video manages to reinforce the myths that rape is overtly violent, that victims should offer verbal and physical resistance, that victims should report straight away, and that all of us should be focusing our attention on the actions of victims and not giving any thought to the actions of the offenders. Well done you, I think that was a clean sweep. Thanks for watching. If you're a police force and you're thinking of making an ineffective or harmful video about sexual assault, get in contact with me and we can talk about better ways for you to spend your time and resource, including training for your communications teams, because despite what I am sure are good intentions and a lot of hard work, you don't seem to be able to help yourselves but make victim blaming content. I swear I'm going to have to check out your Christmas drink driving campaigns just in case one of you manages to blame that on victims of sexual assault too. And whilst we're at it, why don't we also talk about advanced training for your detectives, especially when it comes to interviewing suspects about consent, so that they're able to build a decent investigation even if the victims had a bath. If you're thinking of reporting a sexual offence to the police, please don't let police campaigns like this put you off. There are some really awesome detectives out there who will do everything they can to support you. I know because I've had the pleasure of working with many of them, even in Leicestershire. That's one of the reasons why I find police videos like this really frustrating. Nobody can promise you justice, nobody can promise you that everything's going to be okay, but reporting still might be a good choice for you. If you're really not sure what to do, then check out the other video in this series that's called Should I Go to the Police? And if, like me, you are tired of police forces putting out victim-blaming content, then you need to do something about it. They won't just listen to me, they need to hear from you. So if you found the video triggering, if you found it insulting, if it made you think twice about reporting to the police, then get in contact with them and let them know. Don't be part of the silence.